2009, Hyundai surprised a lot of folks by diving into the realm of luxury automobiles. The car was called the Genesis, and it represented a major step for the automaker. It was a solid first effort, yet there were a few issues. The two largest being mediocre driving dynamics and low-rent seats. It's time for round two, however, as Hyundai is launching the second generation of the Genesis for the 2015 model year. Has the automaker fixed the issues? Oh yes, and they've also decided to make the car damn good looking as well. The standard engine is a 3.8-liter V6. It puts out 311 horsepower and 293 pound-feet of torque, and it can be had with rear-wheel or an all-wheel drive setup. I'm not going to focus on that engine today though, because the other available power plant is this 5-liter V8. This Tau motor makes 420 horsepower, 383 pound-feet of torque, and it can easily knock back 23 miles per gallon in combined city and highway driving. Like the smaller 6-cylinder, it's paired with an 8-speed automatic gearbox, and it comes standard with a set of paddle shifters.
The big news here with the 2015 Hyundai Genesis is that it's clear that the automaker was listening. My two biggest complaints with Hyundai have been the seats and the driving dynamics, the steering, stuff like that. They fixed it. They worked with Lotus to help tune the suspension and the steering feedback. They switched to a different type of electronic power steering unit that's situated on the rack. It's a motor-driven unit on the rack, and they can more fine-tune the feel. And that's important, and that goes a long way here, and it makes a wonderful difference. They revived the multi-link front and rear suspension setups for better driving dynamics and handling. The chassis is incredibly stiff. It's significantly stiffer than offerings from BMW, and it's way stiffer than the Benz version. So they were paying attention. On top of that, these seats that I just mentioned, they're so comfortable now. Before it was like sitting in a mediocre lawn chair covered in leather. Now it's covered in even better leather, and there's a really good lumbar support. The lumbar support is actually fantastic. You can fine-tune this seat to provide exactly the support and exactly the comfort you're looking for, and that's huge. And right now I'm stuck at this four-way in Arizona, and these idiots don't know what they're doing. I feel like I'm in Florida. But once I'm through that, I can step on the throttle. I've got 420 horsepower because I am in the 5.0, which is just fun to say. 5.0, you know? Images of Vanilla Ice rolling in his Fox body. But I'm not in a Fox body. I'm in a $55,000 luxury sedan that's punching above its weight class. Speaking of the cabin space, besides the seats, there's a lot more to like in here. They use this great new wood. It's a matte open pore finish wood, which reminds me of some of the high-class offerings from the Audi brand. So to say that this car competes with the Germans, it's not a joke. It really does. It offers as much, if not more. It really does offer more when you combine value. To get an equally competitive offering from, you throw Lexus in there. So Lexus and then the three main German brands, those cost on average 10 to even 20,000 more to get the same gadgets and comfort features that you would get in this for $55,000. That's a huge accomplishment. Also, you get that engine note. That's fun.
While the first Genesis may have been a decent first crack at a luxury sedan, this all-new effort isn't an attempt. It is a luxury sedan. It just happens to be a luxury vehicle that offers you a whole lot, while not charging you as much as the rest of the competition. The Germans still win in the driving dynamics, but Hyundai is figuring it out, and this new car is leaps and bounds better than the prior iteration. Where some might have said ignore the badge and focus on the car with the older version, that idea has faded away. Show the badge off proudly, and know that you've spent your money wisely.